Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. There has been no Skype messages for an hour. Prepare yourselves. I guarantee that there will be over the course of us playing this video. Got a pretty tough win on our last run, actually, and... oh, jeez. Oh, God, no! Well, that's not going to be any easier now. I'm not sure what the heck was going on with that frame rate. Fuck it, man. Let's go bowling. We got to win with the Lost? We'll fucking win with the Lost. It's been a while. I still, you know, have conjunctivitis here. You can tell I'm scared by this because all the excuses coming out already. My eyes are pink. I was in another world. That's alright. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. You know what? We actually deserve to play as the Lost because it has been 5 fucking ever. Well, that's not really that useful, is it? It's been a long, long time since we've randomed the Lost, and you would expect it to happen, you know, maybe once every, like, 10 times, which would be, like, once, well, I'm blanking on how many characters are in the game. I think it's 10. Minus the Lost, which would make it 11, I guess, but, that would mean that we'd want it to happen, or we'd expect it to happen. We don't ever want it to happen, I guess. We'd expect it to happen, like, once every 30 cycles or something like that, because we only ran them 1/3 of the time. And it's probably been, like, not 30 cycles, I guess 10 cycles. It's probably been 10 cycles since we randomed it. And I think the Lost is actually more likely to show up based on, you know, the anecdotal evidence that people, or the anecdotal experiments that people have done on the subreddit. So, basically that's my very kind of mathy way of saying that, we pretty much deserve this. I'm trying to explore, like, the path of least resistance here, in the hopes that we can actually get to the item room or the boss room quickly. The most important thing, of course, is just not getting hit. Everything else is secondary. The moon card actually is amazing because it allows us to go to a cursed room, and a cursed room could provide us with extraordinary value. So we'll see if there is a cursed room. We'll probably use High Priestess against our boss on this floor just to give ourselves a better chance at making it out of that without any problems. Let's just play it cool here. There's no need to get too fancy. Tinted rock would be awesome if it gave us small rock. There's no guarantee, but hey, with Doctor's Remote, we might as well check, right? Gave us a golden chest. I don't really feel comfortable opening that golden chest just yet. I would like to make sure that we can get to all of our item rooms, because, you know, something like Holy Mantle would be super important. I gotta say, you know, I've watched a lot of my friends and colleagues beat the Lost this week, so I feel like I'm a little bit on the clock here. I watched Bear Taffy, well, they didn't beat the Lost, you know what I mean. Beat the parts of the game they need to beat as the Lost. I watched Bear Taffy do Boss Rush. Kate did Boss Rush and, we'll open this now. Kate did Boss Rush and... oh, please, Black Market. Boss Rush and, Dark Room. No Black Market, that's okay. And, even Mathis got in on the action. I think he did Boss Rush and maybe the Cathedral in his last attempt. So let's not forget about this moon card here. So, you know, they also... I'm not shit-talking anybody here, but it's not like they just took one shot at it and knocked it out of the park. So if we end up losing this one, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm bad. But if I end up winning this one, how sweet would that be? Pheromones could have been useful, but we kind of blew it there. Oh, it's a labyrinth. I've completely forgotten about that. That's good! I don't know how I feel about that yet. Can it pay out with troll bombs? If it can pay out with troll bombs, that could ruin my shit, and I don't expect Dark Bomb to be that useful. Like, what could it give? It could give me keys, it could give me, I mean, money, but it also takes money. It could give me hearts that I can't possibly use. I think I may actually end up just abandoning that. So we're on an XL floor on the cellar. Can't you hear me, Ella? I'm putting me through hell. Cellar! It sort of doesn't work. You get the idea, though. That one was kind of close. Hey, there's a quarter. If we could perhaps replace our Doctor's Remote with a candle or something like that, that would be a big help. Why am I not using my patented Doctor's Remote right now, you ask? Could really make short work of these spiders. You're certainly not wrong about that. However, I would like to save it for the opportunity to maybe KO Larry Jr. or something, or a Fistula if we end up fighting a Fistula, you know. A lot of annoying assholes left in the cellar pool here. And we got no boss rush aspirations. We don't have to be We don't have to be coy about that. We don't have to play our cards super quickly or anything like that. All we got to do is make sure that we don't get hit. And this is big because on an XL floor, you know, there's good things and bad things about it. As the Lost, it means, you know, we're right here. That deal with the devil that could potentially give us greatness is right there. I think we have to go to the shop first, just to see what's inside of it. And I'm trying to think of other items that would be useful. The candles are a no-brainer. If we could get the candles, that would be amazing. Apart from that, I guess starter deck I would love to have. Mom's key is just a no-brainer purchase always, so like I'm not salty about this at all. Yeah, so we're gonna leave now. There's no curse room, so my thinking is that we definitely use the High Priestess. We gotta remember not to die on this room, though. We use the High Priestess against one of our next bosses, and then we take the Moon card with us down to the next floor, because if it allows us to get like a 9 lives pickup or even just one, you know, fraction of the Guppy Triumvirate, that's extremely important. So this is our Doctor's Remote usage, and we totally botched it. That's okay. It's gonna happen from time to time. I was mostly, I was hesitant to put the Doctor's Remote charge too close to us, because if it actually ended up going off in our face, I would have been, you know, unhappy about that. I don't harbor any illusions that this is actually an easy fight, like a fight that it's impossible to get hit on, because it's completely possible to get hit on this one. We're not doing incredible damage, and we've got a lot of, what's the term? Riffraff? We got a lot of riffraff happening in our face here. If I could just get the Widow to jump on its own minion, thank you. And if we can make it happen again down here, there we go. That solves a couple of my problems. A little bit of a nail biter there. I'm not gonna deny it. Come on, DPS, DPS. Luck, okay, it's something. Pin, that's great. Oh, we botched it. We almost, I can't believe we botched both of like our go-to moves there for high damage. At the same time, we are super, super lucky to not be going up against the Haunt or Fistula. If we'd gone up against either of them, and we'd missed those shots, mind you, it's a little bit harder to miss those targets. They're a little bit more stationary. They don't jump around that much. If we had missed one of those, or both of those, we could have found ourselves in a very difficult spot. This run could be going much differently right now. But we're not out of the woods yet. 80% of the way done with the Haunt. And it's worth noting that all of this is just for the chance to get, like, something not terrible on a deal with the devil. So it really all comes down to the RNG at the end of it here. That stem cells pickup is worthless. And this is good, but not great. The goat head pickup is an extraordinarily lucky one. The other two, not so much. But still, just the fact that we have it, and we have the goat head, so we know that every single floor we're going to get another opportunity at it is pretty nice. So we're going to come back here, pick up this. We're not going to use it on this floor because it allowing us to get into a cursed room is an extremely big deal. And now we go down to the next floor without having improved our damage really all that much. But our chances, I would say, have ticked up a little bit based on the goat head pickup. Could use a speed upgrade. That scares me a little bit here. What do we got? Curse of Darkness. And we have Isaac's Room as well. Now, Isaac's Room is not going to mean that much from an H... That was my fault. I tried, though. I didn't really show off the seat on that one either, but it turns out that's not going to matter. I'm sorry about that loss. I should not have lost against those enemies, but that's on me. WH0XLBQA as Kane with the eye patch. I like Kane, too. I'm disappointed that our streak has come to an end. If we're ever going to get serious, well, I mean, I guess it's fine that it came to an end on a relatively short note there. What is this damage that I'm choosing to take today? I say choosing because I want to give myself the power. You know, I don't want to give the game the power over me. If I'm ever going to get serious about streaking, which I may or may not ever do, I really, really need to copy that save file. It's not even labor intensive. It's just like, I don't know if I want to. I kind of like the ability to random the lost, and if you're not forced into, you know, eating your vegetables, kids are not going to eat their vegetables. Most kids, anyway. You know, I'm sure that you were a novelty. It's good practice, too. I actually like a lost run for putting the pressure on you right off the bat. Mind you, the pressure is kind of on us right off the bat here anyway, because I'm bad and am you know, on the verge of death as Kane, a character that actually starts with, I'm not sure if you noticed, but substantially more HP than the last character we played as at the very least. But I'm thinking we can pull out a win here regardless. All we gotta do is, you know, good faith, good RNG, have hope, work our asses off, and then give 110%. Why do sports athletes, such a huge sports fan as you can tell, why do they still give interviews? I mean, I guess there's some personalities that give kind of good interviews, you know, but whenever I watch the NHL, which is frequently now that the Canucks are on their hopeful playoff run anyway, which will probably last about 8 days, like, yeah, how does it feel to be winning the game? Well, you know, it feels pretty good. What are your techniques to winning this particular game right here? We're just gonna go out there. We're gonna give 110%, and while we're giving 110%, we're gonna give 110%, and you know, you gotta just go as hard as you can, try as hard as you can, and hope the bounces go your way. All right, Henrik. Good luck out there. I don't know. Can we just retire that? We could bring back some more analysis. Mostly, you just like the thing with the player interviews for me is like, look at how sweaty his head is. Man, he's really like a professional athlete out there using his body to make money. Not in like a, you know, not in that kind of way. You know what I mean, though. Didn't want to shoot that to get money. I wanted to shoot that to get some spirit hearts, but they did not show up. And also to get out of the door would be helpful as well. So no arcade on the next floor, but the spirit heart pickup should allow us a good chance at a deal with the devil. And also, Cat of Nine Tails, one of the best items, I think. Big damage up, and the shot speed don't hurt either. Let's see if we can make up some lost time on this one. It does look like maybe we'll end up eating shit and maybe going up against the Haunt on this one. I just want to check something. I thought I had the music down a little lower than I usually do. Yeah, maybe we'll end up fighting one of those cellar bosses that we did not fight previously. Wheel of Fortune. I may still end up doing that mob trap room. It's just, I'm skeptical of whether or not I want to do it right now. Man, this is so nice. This damage relative to the damage we were doing earlier is awesome. Did you guys see the Afterbirth blog post? I'm going to give you guys some Afterbirth spoilers if you are the kind of person who is trying to stay away from that kind of stuff. You might want to turn away. This is all stuff that has been publicly revealed in the blog. You're going to be playing the game for 100 hours anyway, but you know, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. If you don't want Afterbirth spoilers, then, you know, skip ahead like 5 minutes. Basically, in the blog, Ed announced a new item. I think it's called the Friendship Ball. It's basically like a Pokeball. And I know I probably pronounced that word wrong, but anyway. What you do is it's basically like the charm effect, but you can capture an enemy. It's a spacebar item. You throw it at any enemy that is not a boss. Not sure about mini bosses yet. And it captures them. And then you can throw the ball back on another room later, because it kind of like stores the charge, and use that enemy. It'll be charmed for the entire room to kill the minions that you throw it at. It's kind of a cool idea. It's one of those things that strikes me in theory. It's all theory crafting until we know, you know, if it gets buffed while it's in the ball or something like that. It works, but only on pennies, I think, is how Broken Magnet works. But it strikes me as the kind of thing that's a cool idea that in practice is probably going to, you know, pale in usefulness compared to a lot of other spacebar items, but it could be neat anyway. It sucks that you can't use it on bosses. I wonder if on the chest you could use it to capture enemies that are bosses but are not technically classed as bosses because they're not in the boss room because they're on the chest, etc., etc. Torn Photo, such a good pickup here. That would make it more worthwhile, but it's kind of like a D10, or yeah, like a D10 situation there, right? Like, I can't go to the curse room. I'm very sorry about it. We'll see if maybe we can go to our shop and buy another Spirit Heart, depending on what we get in this extra special room, mob trap room over here. But yeah, it's like, if you could actually use it to capture bosses later in the game and then use them against your enemies, that would be sweet. Without the ability to do that, I don't see it being super useful, but I might be mistaken. It also depends, I guess, on, you know, how long the charge is. If you could steal one enemy a room, just being able to steal, aka, like, kill one enemy a room is pretty okay. You know, not really like Guppy's head or Tammy's head level, but it's something. So we actually did get enough money to maybe buy a Spirit Heart, which is amazing to me. And there is one for sale. We're pretty close to Hive Mind, which would be awesome with Rotten Baby, but I don't know how we're going to do that without any bombs. So I'm thinking we're going to go to our curse room and maybe get a bomb, but I don't think that's possible. It was risky as well. Well, now we don't need to buy the Spirit Heart, but do we really need to save our money? Maybe we'd be better off buying a bomb looking for the secret room instead. I'm going to try it. And hopefully we can get 7 cents back from it. What do you think? Secret room here? Let's run some tests here. Could it be there? Yes. Could it be there? Yes. This one might confirm or deny it. No, it could be either. I'm going to try up, and I'm going to put the fortune teller down next to it, so we're going to get something out of this at least. Ah, we guessed wrong, but we got 3 cents and 2 bombs, which allowed us to come down here, where we have a key beggar, which gave us another key, and I'm very confused about the actual payouts of what we've gotten here. I'll take Liberty Cap. We have less money, but an extra key. In a weird way, I think we paid 2 cents for a key. That could be worse, man. That seems all right. Let's head down to the next floor. No hive mind, but you know, we ran the numbers there. We did as good as we could. Curse of the Blind, everybody's favorite. This is AKA the soy milk curse. But I'm feeling very, very confident about this run now. Really, it's pretty much entirely a result of those first 2 boss payouts, man. I am super excited to have gotten Torn Photo and shot speed up in the form of, well, now it's not a shot speed up anymore, but I still know it as that in my brain, like in the array of my brain. That's where it's indexed. Kind of Ninetales, which we should really just consider a damage upgrade now, and a really good damage upgrade. I think it's +1, which is on par with Mark Small Rock, I think. Rusted Key or Liberty Cap? I don't know, man. I feel like Liberty Cap... That was not very smart of me. Liberty Cap is just like my ubiquitous kind of trinket here. I run with it all the time. I like it. It makes it so you don't really need to purchase the compass. You can get away with not purchasing the compass. Alright, that's a Guppy item. I would really like 9 lives right now. Now that I've taken some dumb damage. We got Guppy's Collar, which is the most useless item until it isn't. If Guppy's Collar can bring us back to life, if unfortunately I do get killed here, that would be extremely valuable for me, because, you know, 2 deaths in one video is just the kind of thing, it would be a big hit to morale, especially when I have some pretty good items starting up here. Okay, we need a bomb. Maybe I should have taken the matchstick. My reflection. It's okay. Which is not me saying my reflection is good. Rather, it's me saying it's okay that we got it. I don't think it's going to kill us unless we also pick up Ipecac, which hopefully won't happen here. I'll let you guess what was going on in the background there. Give it a second here. Give it a second. I told you it would just take a second. And I would love Ipecac. Ipecac, my reflection, is extremely dangerous, but I would welcome the opportunity, I guess, with arms wide open, Scott Stapp style. We saw that our boss fight was over here. I'm intrigued, thinking there's not a very good chance of us getting a deal with the devil here, but that's okay too. Now, this is extremely dangerous. And it worked out perfectly fine. Alright, I know this is going to be controversial. Don't give me Small Rock. Sorry, wait, I meant it the other way. Don't give me Spirit Hearts. I want Small Rock. Don't give me Spirit Hearts. I want Small Rock. Give me the damage. Give me the damage. Okay, I mean, that's also good. That's also really good. And I'll throw down one of my, you know, hotly needed bombs to pick up absolutely nothing from those mushrooms, and then we'll go fight our boss here, but we're feeling pretty good. There's a mini-boss there. I'll, go pick that up. Hopefully we'll maybe fight like Gluttony or something like that. No deal with the devil. Box of stuff though. Oh, get out of there. Better trinket. Doesn't happen all that often. 2 of clubs. And bad trip. Bad trip, real dangerous in this situation. But the cancer trinket is huge. And 2 of clubs we could use right away, or we could not, you know. I'm going to use it right away, and maybe in a little bit of an audacious kind of gamble here. It happens. Let's go buy a Spirit Heart, just so we can stay with it, keep our head above water here. Fight our mini-boss. Yeah, I mean, for all the somewhat negative things that have happened on this floor, that cancer pickup is just absurd. Like, that's insanely worthwhile for us. And here, if we could get the virus, I mean, that's something. I found pills. Amnesia. Wow, that's just a... Pills have been very kind to me recently. But at least we're almost done with the Curse of the Blind floor, and up until this point, we have not accidentally picked up an item of dubious quality, so I'm pretty excited about that. And hey, that's an opportunity for us to get a blood bank on the next floor. Not that we have that much HP necessary to make it worthwhile, but still, it's an opportunity. A shop-portunity, more like. Rusted key, not really tempting when we're 505 right now on consumables. I'm really tempted to open that golden chest, to be honest with you. I think it could have fate in it. If you're playing the seed and you end up checking that out, you let me know. Something about that just screams fate to me right now, but I might be mistaken. It's not bad frame rate issues because of Skype. I'll tab for just a second there to check something during the vignette. Don't worry about it. We'll open this one up. This one is not fate. I can't help but notice that. And you know what? I think I'm going to throw this judgment down right here. Just because it gives me something to do while also fighting these jerkholes. I was kind of hoping it would be a demon judgment and we'd be able to get some extra plays out of it. Like every time we got hit, we could just walk over to the demon judgment and get a play out of it for free. Ooh, that extra spirit heart is very, very nice there. Can't walk over the creep. Don't forget about that. What is this? Caves 2? Caves 2. We're going like right on time. It feels kind of slow. But my damage has been historically pretty good here. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Pay out with HP soon. Portable slot. Actually really, really interesting. Now if we start looking for second secret rooms, we can actually get as many HP upgrades or as many black cards as we can stomach, basically, as much as our money will allow via portable slot. I don't know if I've ever done that trick in a video. I've done it in on streams for sure. Luck up's pretty good. We'll sacrifice our spirit heart here. Not worth it, if I'm going to be honest with you. My Sportsnet or Sports Center-esque analysis here is that it's probably better to not have spiders, especially if you have to pay HP for them. But that's just, you know, that's my own personal taste. So I don't want to push my values on you guys. This might be good. So far, so good. Hey, it actually ended up being awesome. Okay. Unless that leads to us getting a health downgrade later, because we would have had a health upgrade as a result. But let's not worry about that. Maybe it was a health downgrade that became a health upgrade because we had no HP. You ever think about that? Swallowed penny, not really that worthwhile for us. Portable slot. If I were a secret room, where would I be? If I were a secret room, where would I be? I would be here. Okay, this is great. Not so great. So we're not going to use portable slot on this room. We're going to wait until there's a room with an eternal heart or a black heart. This is our win laid out in front of us in the way that, you know, a Roman general could only hope to see at one point in his lifespan. We are going to get a deal with the devil item for sure, and probably a deal with the devil, which we did. Ghost Baby was our deal with the devil item, and then our second deal with the devil opportunity here is going to be against Krampus. So we whiffed on that one, you know, statistically pretty much as hard as it's possible to whiff. I'm not even going to take Krampus's head, not because I necessarily think portable slot is better, but because I think portable slot is a much cooler item that I'm happier to have. It's rare that you'll find a time when that Fallen plus Deal with the Devil combo is actually worse than if you just fought like a vanilla boss and got no Deal with the Devil. But that, I guess I can't really say that Krampus fight is worse than not having a Deal with the Devil. But because we only got hit once and we don't have to fight Krampus anymore. You know, the Krampus tax is out of the equation. This is sweet. Okay, Monstro's Lung is cool. I'd like to get that, but we're going to need the ability to fly before that becomes a possibility. Rate of fire is really good. Thank Torn Photo for that one. Shot speed is really good as well. And thank Torn Photo for that one. We'll go back for that. HP that was back there. And my reflection seems to really help out here. I would really, really like to get Black Candle. I like not having to worry about curses. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe if I open some of these golden chests, but you know, we're in kind of a weird spot to be opening golden chests. When they're surrounded by spikes, at least. We have the keys necessary. It's mostly the spike thing. I guess I should pick that up as I walk away from it. Continue to do so. Come on, just give me like an easy nickel pickup. If only I didn't need to buy so many dang spirit hearts, which is my own fault, then I'd be in a better position right now. There is something to say about left hand, man, but I'm not going to say it. And I don't think I'm going to sacrifice a spirit heart to open up these golden chests. I think I'm much better off just leaving. Which is unfortunate, but at the same time, this was a pretty good floor for us. The Monstro's Lung pickup. Let's ignore the Ghost Baby Krampus's head kind of corridor that we ended up with. But still, Monstro's Lung portable slot. They don't synergize with one another, but that's not going to necessarily stop them from being a big part of this run. Did I go back for that key? I hope I went back for that key that I said I'd go back for. I think I did, but it wouldn't be the first time that I've been mistaken about it. I'm kind of digging Monstro's Lung My Reflection, man. It's getting the job done. And that's exactly as much money as we need to buy the item we wanted from the last floor. And by exactly, I mean even a little bit more than we needed. Alright, so there's our max HP when I end up backtracking through that room. I am, you know, I'm putting my foot on the gas here. Just in case we get the opportunity. I'm putting my foot on the gas rune. I'm putting my foot on the gas here just in case we, do have the opportunity to teleport out of boss rush. I really don't want to fight boss rush on this run, but if we can teleport out, that would be fine. Probably should stop using bombs so much. They are actually pretty important. How did those all miss? They're actually pretty important so I can get into those second secret rooms and make portable slot, you know, do the best things that it can do. Wow, that just wiped them the fuck out right there. Nasty curveball miss there. My reflection almost caught him on the way back, though. This is good. The damage is really nice right now. True testament to how, you know, only a couple items are really necessary to take you to the next level. You thought I was gonna say take you to the candy shop, let you lick the lollipop, didn't you? You lucky so-and-sos. Come on, Rotten Baby, this is your time. Fanny packs, it's good enough. It's not very good, but it's good enough. I think that pill might be the pill that ended up being a health upgrade for us. So for 5 cents, it seems like it probably is something we should purchase, but might be mistaken about that. This is very important for us. Hopefully we get like a real deal with the devil, and hopefully this is our second secret room. Alright, hearts. More red chests with spiders in them, man. Big disappointment. Spiders in the chest, and the clouds are gray, and the clouds are gray. I've been looking for the second room all day, the second room all day. That was, probably, you know, what I lack in acumen there, you gotta admit, I make up for in enthusiasm. That was meant to be California Dreaming by the Mamas and the Papas. You know, all the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray, and the sky is gray. Didn't really work out that well. You know, the thing is, with the Mamas and the Papas, they had, 4 people in the band. Makes it a lot easier to actually sing 4 parts at the same time. I'm something of a prodigy myself, I guess. PhD is a really, really good pickup for us, and now I will invest money whenever appropriate into buying pills. I can't help but notice that the pill that we bought ended up, or the pill that we got from PhD ended up being the effect of the pill that I thought the one in the shop was. So I'm feeling like I was probably mistaken about that, but it's still possible I wasn't. That's I can see forever, and this is another health up? Yeah, man. Absolutely. We are going to be a little slow, but you know I've got to hold on to this Fool card just in case it gives us the boss rush access. We could have used it to save our Spirit Heart by getting out of the Cursed Room, but I think we still have a Spirit Heart available back there. And if we don't, well, let's just not get hit on the next floor. That's a chance. That's a thing that happens. But actually, you know what? Boss Rush Dream is kind of fading away here. Just a little bit too slow on this floor, which is fine. Pheromones. Yeah, speed up the whole destruction process here just a touch. This is a good kind of run. This is, you know, it's not super overpowered, but it's not underpowered. And we have some fun items. Monstro's Lung, Rotten Baby. I really like these items. They're fun items. I would like the ability to fly. PhD's a fun item, too, as far as I'm concerned. There's a tinted rock in there. Fire a bomb at me, please. Thank you. And then blow up that rock? No? Okay. You know what? I don't care anymore. We got 2 bombs anyway. I think if we put a bomb here, we can get it. And we're almost done with this floor, just in time. Wiggle Worm is admittedly kind of interesting with Monstro's Lung, but with the Cancer Trinket and like a win not guaranteed right now, I can't, and as much as I would love Flatworm, man, and I really would. Well, we lost a Spirit Heart to gain a Spirit Heart. That's okay, I suppose. Didn't have to lose that Spirit Heart, but, you know, let's let bygones be bygones there. Yeah, we're going to be at 18 minutes by the time we leave this floor, so Boss Rush is just not going to happen. Cancer Trinket is too valuable to give up right now. I mean, really, that's the reason that Monstro's Lung is charging so quickly. I was talking about, you know, oh, that's the torn photo working its magic right there. And there's a certain element of truth there, but that's like, you know, eating a pizza and being like, oh, you know, the oregano really adds a nice touch. You know, it's mostly about cheese sauce dough toppings. You can talk about the garlic in the crust dough, but it's not the star ingredient. It's all about your standard toppings like anchovies. Let's head down to the next floor. I like actually all tabbing in these vignettes to get that sweet pixelation effect. And by like, I mean absolutely hate, but that's okay. We got Fanny Pack. Fanny Pack is going to allow us to get a lot of payouts here. Consumables that might actually be worthwhile. And you know what? I don't have a problem with the IV bag. Especially with Fanny Pack, this will help us out a little bit here. Last run, I wasn't a huge fan of the IV bag, but this isn't last run, is it? It'll give us a lot of money that we can use with portable slot on our second secret room. This is the floor, man, where we're going to make that shit work for us. Now, admittedly, a little scared about our HP. We haven't been super reliable about not, you know, completely sucking. So I'm a little concerned. We're fighting some relatively good enemies, though. Again, enemies that kind of like... From the last run, I was talking about, like, the discrete damage principle. Put a little bit of a heady kind of term for it, but, you know, I like that we have a charge shot against an enemy that is not vulnerable all of the time. If an enemy's vulnerable all the time, I want to get maximum DPS. If an enemy's not vulnerable all the time, just give me the ability to have, like, one fucking huge tier I can throw out at the right time and sock it to them. A lot of enemies fit that bill in Isaac, by the way. A lot of bosses, you know, they jump around or they have a shield like Mask of Infamy or something like that. And, you know, then there's enemies like Knights, the Zombros, the Knights, I think. And, you know, the hosts, those freaking turret things that come out of the skulls. Definitely better to fight those with, like, being able to one-shot them. So this floor is really huge. We're already in a good place. I wouldn't call it a one run yet, but we're already in a good place. And we have basically like a get a deal with the devil free card coming up. Mathematically, what I'm trying to say is that we should get a deal with the devil on this floor. In my own roundabout way, that was my way of communicating that idea. Not that we're actually going to be able to get the deal with the devil for free. Why would you think that? Just because I said it was a deal with the devil for free card. My hope is that, you know, I would give up any amount of HP at this point, even if it left us with just one Spirit Heart. If it gave us damage up items, sign me up, man. Abaddon. I mean, obviously the ones that I'm about to list also give you HP in the process. Abaddon, Mark, Pact. Those would go a long, long way towards making me feel just a little bit more confident in this run. Not that I'm unconfident right now, but anything that could speed up the killing process room to room would help us out a lot here. That's really what we're lacking. We'll probably blow those up. It would be nice for us to have more Spirit Hearts. Rotten Baby, quietly doing its part. Helping out a great deal. Okay, that's our deal with the devil, and we'll take the free ability to fly. I'll be the first to tell you that that deal with the devil could be better, and hopefully we'll get one on the next floor, because we did not improve our damage, but we improved our ability to kill substantially, and more importantly, our ability to not be killed has gone way up as well. Some of those shots actually snuck in there. Don't make me go back. Don't make me go back for it. Come on now. No greed fight, which is a big surprise for me. I'll definitely buy Compass. I'll definitely buy Blue Map. That seems like an enormous help with portable slot here. I really can't stress enough. Okay, let's save 20 cents. We're gonna need it potentially. I really can't stress enough how useful portable slot on a good second secret room will be for us. It makes all of the pennies that pay out, or sorry, all of the hearts that pay out the same color, the same type as the heart type on that room. So if there's black hearts, we'll get a bunch of black hearts. If there's eternal hearts, we'll get a bunch of eternal hearts. Nod Leaf, not my favorite, but it's acceptable. Could be fun. Potentially run saving, depending on the conditions. PhD is really nice here, or maybe it's terrible. We'll throw down another bomb just to see if we can get a magic mushroom. Puberty, man, that's like, short of Are You a Wizard, that's like 4 of the worst pills that you could possibly get right there. With PhD. Without PhD, that room would just be bleh. But with PhD, that room is actively a disappointment. Much like I am to my parents. What do we have in here? Another red chest. Okay, Pandora's box, though. I'm very sorry, portable slot, but I think at this point, I've done my part, man. I've done my part with portable slot, and unfortunately, you know, the stars just haven't aligned. So we're going to roll Pandora's box. We'll probably use it on the Womb 1 to get the 2 boss room items. You can also save it for the Cathedral and get a Cathedral item. Everyone thinks about Godhead, Godhead. Yo, use it on the Cathedral. You can get Godhead or Sacred Heart, but usually you end up getting like Holy Water, Brother Bobby, or something like that. So I'm gonna use it to probably take guaranteed statistical upgrades or attribute upgrades. Which, admittedly, is what a pussy would say. But I don't think there's shame in being a pussy, man. You should stop shaming people for being conservative about their safety, you know? You're the head of safety? What a joke job. That's not a joke job, man. Making sure people don't die at work. Is there any sadder fate than a workplace death? Oh, there's a tinted rock, and I let it go because I was talking about the Evil Knievel of The Office. There we go. We got an angel item and a damage upgrade. That was a really nice return on our investment there. Considering our investment was basically nil. Portable slot had done relatively little for us. We're a little too fast right now. I'm uncomfortable with it, but I'll learn to love it. Really got to try to keep the Devil Dream alive here. No tinted rock that I can see. If we can manage to get a deal with the devil here, Guppy Dream could still be alive. Mom's Knife Dream could still be alive. What kind of mini boss would I like to fight today? I would like to fight Super Pride, not Ultra Pride, Super Pride, so that we could get 9 lives. That would help out. This is Sloth again. We fought him on the Lost? Yeah, we fought him on the Lost run. Oh! It all came true. It all came true anyway. Alright, the Moon card. Plus that 9 lives pickup. That 9 lives pickup, extraordinary. A very real chance at the deal with the devil now. And if this guy wants to give me HP, these guys want to give me HP, I'll be fine by that. Even if it is just 1 black heart. Moon card us over here just because we can. Oh, we can bomb our way out over here. So there is a second secret room, and we have blue map. It seems kind of a shame to waste it, but at the same time, we don't really need to use it either. And it's a long way away through some potentially, you know, deleterious rooms. Alright, let's do this. Since I can fly, I'm not overly concerned about his minions breaking free. Figured we might as well finish him off as soon as possible. Pretty good. And meat gives us like a 0.3 damage upgrade and some HP. Honestly, that's pretty bad. But we're going to head down to the next floor anyway. We got curse rooms that we can rely on for Guppy. We got boss trap rooms that we can't get in, that we can rely on for Guppy. I don't think this is going to be the right way to go to get to the boss now that I look at it. Curse of the Unknown, a little scary, but let's be honest, we're sitting relatively pretty right now. Well, now we can get into our boss trap rooms, so maybe we should take an effort to do so. And we can always pick up that HP on the way out. You never know if this could be our Guppy Dream right here, man. This could make a super Guppy even. I can't believe that out of a red chest randomly, we ended up getting what we wanted to get. We should get to half heart. We ended up getting what we wanted to get anyway. The odds of that are not good. Let's just put it nicely. Pretty terrible. Devil card, that's I found pills. I remember that it was not good. I didn't remember what brand of not good it was, but it was not good. No tinted rocks that I can see here. I can see tinted rocks, my range is gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way. That's what I should say if Rob's being a dick on the stream. I would say, you're not Rob right now, you're a Robstacle. Kind of sounds like a B-52 song. Well, I probably could not have botched that any harder if I tried, but we're going to go to it anyway. And, you know, this is why I'm not that nervous, because one Monstro's Lung Shot, if even a predominant amount of the tiers actually land, it does enough damage to kill a lot of things. Not quite bosses, but like most non-boss enemies are going down pretty easily here. Especially if you get a little You know, you started with an appetizer of Monstro's Lung, and then you get an entree of fucking rotten baby up in your ass with the resurrection, you know? We'll just blow this up. Thanks, Ghost Baby. Much appreciated. Who invited you? I guess I did. I could have said, you know, Ghost Baby, go away. More like, go away, baby. Look, not every joke can be a winner. I know there's a key. We'll go back for the key. I don't know if it makes any sense when Mom's heart gets charmed, because its bullets already do damage to its own, like, friends there. Man, that was a super good fight. That has me feeling very good about our chances here. And let's let's not go down to Shoal, which would be probably a little disappointing. Let's get this streak back to 1, baby. I believe that we have the capabilities to roll a 1 streak in Rebirth. I'm almost not even nervous at all about that. Almost. Picked up a little bit more money. I have a hard time imagining that is going to be useful for us. There should be an item. Hear me out here on this one. You could call it like momentum tiers. And the more speed your tiers have when they hit an enemy, the more damage they do. So if you like kind of float some in like that, I mean, it's hard to tell the difference because our tiers are super fast on this run. But if you like float some tiers in, you know, you do like 50% of your max damage. But if you like really smash them, like if your tiers are traveling at their max speed, or like just some threshold that you pick, you know, based on the average tier speed or something like that, then they do more damage. Because it's real life, man. Your tiers do more damage in real life in that situation as well. It's breaking my immersion all the time. I'm in not a good position on HP. My hope is that we can at least live... we can at least live until the chest on the 2 HP that we have now. And then on the chest, you just kind of... I didn't mean to pick that up, that half heart. But on the chest, you just kind of go for it, you know? Balls of Steel will help out there. This could help out a lot as well. It helped out a little. A lot might be a bit of a generous estimation, but it helped out a little for sure. Problem is, like, I keep shying away from, like, the finishing move on these shots. I really gotta keep it going. Cricket's Head, Cricket's Head, Cricket's Head. Burkano Rune is still pretty good. It's no Cricket's Head, but it's alright. Ah, very poor dodge on my part there. I think I'm going to use the Devil card here. I don't think it has to be done. I think it's smart to do, though. Yeah, the damage is eating him alive right now. I really thought I could get that guy before he got me, but this is okay. If we actually make it down to the next floor with 1 Spirit Heart, maybe we never have to lose this life to begin with. I do think we are doing enough damage that we could theoretically beat Blue Baby on 1 HP if we had 9 cracks at it, or, you know, 4 cracks at it, somewhere in there. I'd rather not find out, though. It's the opposite of that Savage Garden song, you know, ooh, I want you, I don't know if I need you, ooh, I'd die to find out. How about I wouldn't die, but I'd, like, if possible, like, I would forego dessert to not ever have to find out. This is a weird one. Butt Bombs is good. It's okay, at least. Bum Friend I'll take. Prayer Card I'll use. It does give us an extra hit. And Undefined, we will try to farm up the chest a little bit. It's actually like a strategically sound decision for us to farm up the chest on this run. Oh, don't pick up the... I was basically just trying to get Bum Friend over here, but he's so freaking slow. Okay, you got any chests for me? If you pay out with like a full chest, that'd be awesome. I found pills I'll just take, and we're done. Alright. It's also, you know, theoretically possible that we could teleport closer to the boss this way. But if I get free items from this, like, error room, and then getting another chest, then that's fine by me as well, you know? Why would I say no to that? Really thought the Guppy dream might have been real there. Especially, like, if I actually get to an error room, we'll automatically get 1 more HP right now. But we're also about to be very close to the boss room, so... we'll see if this Undefined pays out. If not, I'm going to go for the win, man, because we are not in one of those positions where I'm like, you know, let's farm this up as a joke, because our shots are already, you know, the strongest they've ever been. I don't know if you're gonna see that here. Probably should have played this. That's Tech 1. I'll take it. I'm assuming Tech 1 probably ruins Monstro's Lung and maybe completely ruined our damage. Actually, our damage Still seems really good. I know tech doesn't actually lower your damage, but I figured losing the charge effect of Monstro's Lung would be worse. This actually seems alright, honestly. And we did get an error room. And I think there's actually a really good reason to play these. Because we have a golden chest right now, and all chests will pay out with items. We gotta save at least 4 keys. But each one of these will pay out with an item. Unicorn Stump. I could get by with Unicorn Stump on the next floor, but we already have Gnawed Leaf, and we don't have any orbitals, really. We have familiars, but no orbitals. So I'm not thrilled with this so far. Just save 4 keys. That's all you need to save. Guppy? Oh my god, the dream is real. It all came true. That's Guppy for us, right? We got the collar, we got 9 lives, and now we got the paw. That was good for HP, too. See, Undefined, good strategic choice here, man. Oh my god, we got a Holy Mantle as well. I feel like Tech 1 might be amazing as well. So we're going to take, I'd like to get Little Gish, but we're going to take Undefined. I'm going to try to blow these guys up just in the hopes that they give us some keys or something. Oh, Key Beggar, or sorry, Regular Beggar could pay out. Not with keys, unfortunately. Let's throw another one down here. You know what? Thank you for your help, Key Beggar. I really appreciate it. In fact, we'll blow up this other Key Beggar to maybe get more keys back. Okay, we'll get Sister Maggie instead, and then we'll blow you up. You were very helpful, though. And we'll get the soul out of you. Well, that's quite nice. Thank you for that. Well, that's Undefined working its magic right there. No question about that. Curse of the Blind. Oh, God, don't do it. Don't take me from my jubilation and pull me down to the ground. Crack the Sky. Deck of cards. Hierophants. Loki's Horns. Interesting, at least. Gimpy. It could be worse. Could be a lot worse. Now we have no keys, so I'm not going to worry about... Man, this is not what I thought this run would look like on the chest. We have no keys, so I'm not going to worry about farming the, error rooms. I'm just going to worry mostly about survival here, but this is an exceptionally strong run, man. Pisces is okay, I think, for us. And you can see our flies are doing quite a good bit of damage here. This is why whenever I get Undefined, I'm kind of torn. And on the one hand, I'm like, man, this is like a lot more tedious because it takes like one run sometimes and turns them into potential question marks. But it also, if you have a shit run, it can really like benefit you strategically. This is a run that it would have been probably still a win, but it would have been a lot tougher if I did not have Undefined. Still got no keys. Man, this damage is actually amazing. I'm actually really glad that I took technology here. I didn't think that would be the case. I know Undefined is ready. I don't really want to go to the error room over and over and over. I'll tell you what, if we get 4 keys by the boss fight, we'll try it. We'll use Undefined once, or as many times as we can before getting to the boss room in as few rooms as possible. Dad's Key. You want to fight Mega Stan? I'll fight Mega Satan with you. Yeah. I guess why am I coming up here then to fight like Blue Baby? Because we can, I guess is the answer. We can fight Blue Baby and we can fight Mega Satan on the same run. Just don't go into the chest. We could actually fight Mega Satan, basically kill him, Undefined out, and then just go fight him again. At that point, I think it's getting a little show-offy though. So let's take Dad's Key down here. And it's just this room right here. We're not going to Undefined after this. Mega Satan is the cap on any run here, for me personally. Let's go in. I don't need to Undefined to fight him. And I'm thinking we're going to wreck his face in, I wouldn't say record time, because we've had like blank card, battery, chaos card for this fight. But we're going to wreck his face in a time that is appropriate, I would say, for the amount of damage we're doing. So one phase already done. The only thing that keeps these enemies alive for this long is the fact that the shot speed on the flies, like the flying speed, is not crazy fast. Look at how quickly we just put him in his second phase. That's awesome. That seems to happen a lot on the Mega Satan fight, but it mostly comes down to, like, if you're going to fight Mega Satan, you probably have a pretty sweet run to begin with. Loki's Horns actually occasionally helping out, and above all else, not hurting me. It's a big surprise. Nobody's more surprised about that than I am. Just go straight for the face, I guess. Angel statues might even be the easiest wave we've had so far. 2 of these. And this is the final wave of his invulnerability, I think. Now we can start doing true damage to his face, and, you know, watch out for stuff like that. But as long as we're close to something, we can still keep summoning flies. And this is just, it's, I hate to say it, but it's a little bit of a massacre here. I'm just going to get right up in there. We have Holy Mantle and the Soul anyway, so as long as we're touching his face, I don't have a problem. I just saw the damage model change there, and he's dead. Very, very easy run at the end, but it was tricky for a time there. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Ooh, deserve a stretch. That was a bit of a long one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.